All right, hello everybody, and welcome to part two. And yeah, as you can see, we haven't really started on our northern goal, northern African goal. We haven't done anything inside Alexandretta, and that's by design. We're not going to be able to for a while here. Okay, so we got our worker. That's good. All right, working boat will be helpful. Look at this, huh? Elephants are coming after us. Tigers and elephants. Oh my. Okay. Lions and bears and tigers. Excuse me. There's no elephants involved in that. So anyway, there's Pikeman is out of. He's not at home right now, which I could deal with that. I'm good with it. Oh, now he's at home. Good. I mean, one way or the other, we'll get him. All right. There's another. So the spiral minaret is great, and it will help us discover technologies faster. But I don't think I have time to really mess around with it. I think it's better off that I just kind of continue to spit out. Actually, don't want him to go there. Oh yeah, I do want him to go there. All right. I'm gonna have to wait till next turn, and then I will fling my beautiful catapult against them. I'll probably lose my catapults, which is unfortunate. I'd rather not, obviously. All right, great. Now we've got our workboat. Should be able to spit out a forge. Shiraz is gonna be a great city. I love Shiraz. In this game, Shiraz, or when I'm the Persians, is Sirajis, is a great town. Whoa, 87%. Can't argue with that, huh? All right, let's go get him. Oh, where'd the guy go? Well, anyway, if you take a look at this, you can see it's got a couple of wonders here, but we actually want to torch it down because those wonders will make it so we cannot, so we are not, we won't get our temple, which is really what we need. So I'm just going to keep him right here, so we shouldn't need him, but I probably will need another catapult since I lost one. We can be, god dang it. God dang it. I was hoping that wouldn't happen. Now, I've seen other players go all the way over to India. That was an earlier version of the game, so I don't know if that strategy would still work. I feel like it would waste too much time. He at least weakened up. Oh, great, you're not hurt at all? Come on, dude. I hate it when that happens. All right, well, I'm just going to fudge off for a moment here. This is not worth it to just go up there and die. All right, we'll build the galley in another minute here. But for now, I need, I need another catapult post-haste, please. All right, good. We got our walls here. And now it is time. Well, it's time to start working the darn land, our own land, instead of dorking around with somebody else's land, right? We need to build more military units. All right, so we'll just hang out here for a little bit. But yeah, that stupid pikeman. He really got me. And it would be wise to trade my spearmen. Well, is that wise? I don't know if it's wise. 'Cause now all I got is a swordsman there, which is not the optimal defense. Well, anyway. I just want to find somebody better than a darn pikeman to do my bidding here. Alright. Anyway. Okay, so things are going all right. Certainly could be going better, but they look to be going better. It's turned 30 now, so we've got time. Good towards engineering. I would prefer it would be towards gunpowder than what I'm working on. But even if it was, I'd be the dog who caught the car because I'm still not prepared. I don't have the troop numbers. I don't have the the sea mobility there to really do what I want to do. All right, let's get on the move here. I get some the catapult to catch up in a little bit. And I can always build another one of those guys. Luckily that's done, so my production is probably going to be a whole heck of a lot better. So how many more turns of trireme? 14 turns? Yeesh, that's a lot. It might be good though. I don't know. We need more of these for sure. So train a galley, working on a galley, fine. I'm fine with it. All right, cool. So the rest of this shouldn't be hard. North Africa. North Africa's not too tough, and it says you gotta conquer Carthage, but it doesn't mean you have to put a town right where Carthage is, which I'm not going. 40%. Ooh, this is gonna take a bit. Usually don't see it with 40%. It's usually only 20%. So that's although I don't like to be. So this is probably not going to be the force that actually attacks Spain. It might be a reinforcement force, but it's definitely not going to be like my main thrust. At least it better not be, for my own sake here. All right. So we train up a couple of spears too. So that'll be nice, I think. Good. Wonder how good my odds are against that dude. Not great. Good odds of running away. 16%, which are still not good odds. My odds are better of dying, which is not really what I set out to do in that case. Al-Quds will eventually, if you're wondering, will eventually become a good city, but the current status, it ain't great. That guy should not be against me because I haven't declared war on any independence. Although that worker certainly is looking very juicy. Can I actually get them? Yeah, I can. Okay, well, I'm gonna nab that worker. That's for sure. Because there's a crap these idiots are gonna do to me. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty happy about that. Because if there's one thing I need, it's more workers. If there's one thing I don't have, it's time to produce them. We're kind of stuck here at whatever this town is. What? Hesperides. Sorry, I'm not a great student of Greek history. A little bit, I guess, but not that big of a big time deal there. Okay, so that's 3. Guys, I need one more. So I guess I better produce it here because this is the best place to produce it at. It's the best place to produce anything at this point because nobody else can produce anything worth a crap. Sana, I'm gonna go chop those trees down. All right, cool. And so the Mediterranean Sea, like I said, is not a friendly place for our galleys, for our triremes, nothing. It's a bad place to be. It's a very hostile. Yeah, it's fine. I'm cool with it. I'm not worried about the Kandaharis there. They don't have they got regular archers. They can't do anything. Like I said, I could easily take that town, but it's not. It's a distraction from our goal. Eventually, we will take it, but it would be a bad time if we were to do it. All right. So let's get some more camel archers. Great. Never have too many camel archers. I guess you could have too many camel archers, but it's a problem. It's a problem I don't need to worry about. So we'll have him back off further. Okay, good. And he caught up. So 40% slows us down considerably, but doesn't stop our progress exactly. Oh, whoa, look at that. What are you going to do with that lousy catapult, you jerk? You come attack us with your catapult? Fine. So we got one. We got another camel archer here. So I might want to move this camel archer out now, since that town's fairly secure. Two long bowmen and city walls will keep it pretty safe, I would say. But we definitely want to make sure we have a beefy attack crew, because we could face, severe resistance once we get to meet with the Spaniards. Who could prove to be difficult customers. I'll say that. So anyway, yeah. I've seen him kind of roll over, and I've seen him way too tough. All right. How's your odds looking? 68? That's not bad. How's your odd, Mr. Man? How's your odd? How's your odds? Not very good English. Okay, well, you got an upgrade? No. Drill him. Hey, way to go. Pretty quick Jim Kelly no-huddle style offense there. Really brought us down to Chinatown in a good way. I don't know if you can actually do that in a good way. Speed up my production a little bit since we made some money off taking that. We also make a quid, as the Brits say. We made a quid off the fact that we converted to Islam by the sword. Which, interestingly, if you read some of the research on Persia and India as well, like, those weren't like really by the sword conversions, I think, as a lot of people assume. Particularly in India, when you think about like the caste system, and the Hindu belief is that, hey, if you're a low caste because you were a real jerk in your last life, and you deserve it. Nobody should feel sorry for you. I mean, it's a pretty crappy system if you're one of the untouchables or whatever, because like nobody is really gonna give you a hand there, and there's nothing you can do to like raise your station. Like, you are the pits, forever and ever, amen. You know what I mean? So I can see why a lot of people in India, well, what would become India and Pakistan, because there was no like country of India exactly. It was a bunch of small kingdoms and maharajas all duking it out. And peace would benefit both sides. Native leader. That doesn't help because the natives are always at war with you. Pretty much. That's not really a native either. That's just a straight up barb. So we'll see if he needs to help out. Just gonna hang out there. All right. So let's get everybody together, and then we'll continue. That next town is the one we need. But yeah, a lot of people assume that Islam was just basically spread by the sword. In a lot of cases, it was considered to be more progressive and more liberating than the religions that it displaced in a lot of areas. Like I said, if you were an untouchable in India, I mean, you'd probably go for a religion that taught you a bit of equality and such. Now, whether that equality worked out in the real thing, at least you weren't always supposed to be a nobody. Anyway, there's the Masjid al-Haram, which is the forbidden masjid. And as far as in Iran, yeah, it took centuries for people to convert to Islam. So it wasn't just like hey, jerks, you're all Muslim now because we won. That wasn't how it went down. And Zoroastrianism, since it didn't really have an evangelical facet to it, a lot of people felt like, or it just didn't really spread anywhere else. So when it started to lose its luster in Iran, like, there wasn't anybody else that really took up for it, or had a large core of believers to make sure that the faith didn't die out. It just kind of died out. I mean, there still are Zoroastrians. I've actually met a couple, but there's very few left in the world. I mean, certainly less than like what it was, where the old Achaemenid empire there was like, oh, where the hell did he come from? Or did I think he was a trireme and I sent him down because I'm an idiot? That could be, very well. Let's see what happens here. We're pretty getting closer to gunpowder, and we do have iron as far as I see. Yep, we got the road, so we're looking nice. We're looking nice. Let's see though. I mean, this could dork up. It's turn 43, so that leaves us with 27 more turns before. There we go. Great job, Strong Pad. All right. Great job, Boomster. And there's Tripolis, modern day Tripoli, obviously. And that's all we need to take over. We don't need to start a town up there, which is where Carthago would be. Or I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember what they call it. Carthagaf, I think it is. Anyway, we don't need to take it. So that's all there is to that one. All right, so we got 3 camel archers in the chute, 4 turns to gunpowder. What the fudge are you doing, young man, with that catapult? Yeah, the computer's a little goofy, especially with the rise and fall mod here. And they're real goofy because they do like these improbable unit combinations where they just basically send. Because I mean, they can't do anything. Well, they could take your worker, I guess, with a catapult, but that's it. Like a catapult is not capable of killing another unit, only weakening it. So it's kind of a goofy way to do business, you know. But heck, what do I know? All right, so this camel archer, this little piggy, can get on the boat. Yes, please. And we've got the requisite number. Trireme will be out in 3 turns. And also we'll be able to build the cannon in 3 turns. Also, All right, cool. Camel archer is a go. 2 turns till gunpowder, which means I will produce a spearman, which will be useful, maybe, especially if they have knights, or as they prefer to be called, Knigets. Alright. Luckily, we don't have the quarry built there, so he can't destroy it. I was a little worried that he was going to destroy my beautiful quarry, but he can't. Like, the other part is, did I mention that Kandahar is my bullet sponge? Basically, he's a speed bump for the barbs. Well, he is, if I didn't say it. So with taking Tripolis, we will achieve 2/3 of goal 2. We've already achieved goal 1, provided we don't lose, any of our holy structures, which we won't, because the computer's not that great. Well, they're not going to get down to mock-up, and they're certainly not going to. What are they certainly not going to do? I don't know. They're certainly not going to do something. Not going to work here anymore? No, they're certainly not going to get down to Makkah, and I'm not going to let them have al-Qads, that's for sure. Although, you can see right here, they are sending a couple of dudes here, which don't really have a good chance of taking the town, but just in case they think they have a chance of taking the town, we want to disabuse them of that notion, or maybe we want to abuse them so they don't have that notion, one way or the other. But anyway, this is the last of the North African possessions for our good friends, the Byzantines. And so we're going to go ahead and take that. Wow, they got 2 of these jerks. It's rather unfortunate. Thank God for the swordsman, right? There we go. And now with Tripolis, which has become Trabulis, which... Wouldn't it just become Tripoli, I would imagine? I don't know. That seems like a place for Tripoli. I've got to be honest, my North African geography, not the best, although I know this is Tunisia here. That's for sure. And just checking to see how close we were to the end. Like to cut it at 20 minutes. Don't like to make humongous videos of ridiculously old games. I haven't played Civ 5 yet, so Probably should, huh? It only came out like what, 10 years ago? Yeah, I guess I'll make a great military instructor here. Why the heck not? Don't really need it though because everybody's, well, maybe that'll get people double word score. All right, how close are you to your darn 3 turns? Suck. Okay, but that's okay. I can make that work. Excuse me. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here, and we'll see you for the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.